Hey guys, John again from Infinite Remote Control, and today I'm going to be showing you the glorious Rustler. So this is actually our most prized Rustler here at Infinite Remote Control, and the reason that you don't ever really see it is because I built it for speed and never drove it. So I'm actually going to be selling it pretty soon, which is why I'm quickly putting up this video of just a run over of what the car really is. So here's a custom paint job done by me, and it is the Proline Desert Rat body with a I believe metallic blue paint from Pactra and a metallic black also from Pactra. The tires on here are J-Concepts G-locs on Rolex wheels. And in terms of bashing, they wear out a little bit too quickly, and in terms of speed runs, they balloon way too big. So it was too bad, but I bought them when they first came out, and I wish that I had gone with foam. So just start off with the obvious. What electronics am I using? I'm actually using a Castle SV2 ESC paired with their 5700 kV 1410 motor. And I'm also running a Spectrum receiver, which Spectrum and the SV2 don't really mix, at least for me, and I have a lot of glitching. I'm running a high-tech titanium geared servo, and I'm not sure what the model is. I'll include it in the description below. So I've actually just purchased a black chassis and a black upper chassis for the Rustler because I converted this from my Slash two-wheel drive. I'm just going to start from the back and move all the way to the front and try to show you everything that I've done as best as I can. So I actually have I had a wheelie bar on here, which is right here. That broke when I had it on my Stampede, but I actually have large airplane landing wheels on there, and I would attach it here and only have it a couple millimeters off the ground, so there was virtually no wheeling at full speed. But that still didn't work, and I needed to put weights in the front just to keep it down. But like I said, I don't drive it at high speeds, and because of that, I never really work on the car. Back here I have the RPM blue motor or accessory mount. I also have the motor protector, but I don't have it on there because I was running the wheelie bar. I have a gear cover from RPM, and I also have the blue RPM transmission case. Now that also comes with this aluminum motor mount, which is the main reason that I bought it, and it helps disperse heat and also really just helps with the motor vibration. I have the stock 86 tooth spur gear inside of that with a 31 tooth pinion. Yeah, it's pretty crazy gearing, and because of that, you can't run the car more than twice without having to stop and let it all cool down. It has full ball bearings all throughout it, as you can see, and it runs really smooth. I have all RPM arms, front and rear, and I also have RPM blue rod ends. No point other than just trying to make this car look awesome. I have the blue rate low C XXX shock springs in blue shock caps. I should probably have dyed the shocks black, but I didn't get around to it. I have blue shock shaft guards from RPM, and I'm running the stock drive shafts in the back with the 0 degree toe-in accessory for the RPM gearbox. Moving towards the front, I have RPM shock mounts with the RPM body post. Also, that's RPM shock post, or shock tower, excuse me. I have the RPM front bumper, which I flip upside down during speed runs. I still have the graphite A-arm I don't really know what you call it, brace. I still have the gray bulkhead. As I said, RPM all around this car. I actually still have the stock hub carriers and everything, which is the only thing on this car that isn't upgraded, and I would have gotten around to that if I drove the car more. But I pretty much just did a mass order right after Christmas to make this car, and then just didn't drive it. I mean, as you can see, it is flawless. No scratches except for a little bit in the back from wheelies and a little bit on the bumper from a couple crashes. But yeah, I hope to sell this car really soon. You saw it in one film that my friend did that's on my channel. But yeah, that's probably all you're ever going to see of this car. Initially it was built to jump, but my friends also got Rustlers that they ended up jumping, and I just got other cars that I jumped, and I also filmed a lot. So yeah, that's just the basic overview of this car. Oh, also one more thing I forgot to mention. The steering setup inside of this is the Proline bell cranks with the adjustable servo saver built into that, so I could run a solid horn for the steering setup. I would highly recommend that. It makes the steering a lot slick, or a lot more slick. Yeah, so that's the setup that I've got for this car. And as you know, it's a Rustler, so it's automatically a great car. If you're interested in buying this car, well, actually, I'll just post in the description sold at the very top of it. But if you're interested, and I still have not sold this car, it's going to be $450. And it's going to come with everything that you see here, and also a Spectrum transmitter, possibly a DX2L, or a one of the old Spectrum 2-channel 2.4 gigahertz radios. So yeah, this is a really awesome car. Again, if you're interested, comment down below and we can work something out. So see you guys later.